I don't know if y'all watched the Super Bowl last night, and I confess I only watched the halftime show because I could care less about the football. But I was very excited about Snoop and Mary and some old friends I have. But I noticed in particular that Eminem was wearing a really pretty rope chain. So I thought I would talk a little bit about chains today. Also, did you see those fabulous sneakers somebody had on? I thought those were pretty cool. And I noticed that one of the commentator guys was wearing a really big, fancy gold Rolex that also gave me the feels. So anyway, I wear gold chains a lot. When I was growing up, there was this guy on TV called Mr. T. And he was on the A-Team. And we all wanted to be on the A-Team. And I definitely still, when I see a lot of gold chains, I flash back to Mr. T in the best possible way. But last night, Eminem had on like a diamond cut rope chain. And I don't, you know, I didn't even pull one to show you, but this is close. This is all twisted and it actually moves. All the links are separate. It's very cool. This is in 22 karat gold. I also thought I'd show you, this is a Tiffany Collar. It's all woven. You can imagine. It's fantastic. This is another Tiffany piece, and this is more of a big cable, and it actually has some diamonds that sit in the front. I don't know if you can see it. It's also good everyday kind of a thing. So why do I like yellow gold so much? I've told y'all before, it's because it's flattering and it's pretty. And also it looks a lot like when you pull it out of the ground. It just doesn't need much. Gold also, you can repair it, you can alloy it, you can solder it over and over again, and it tends to be fine. It's just a very cool metal. You can't do that with many things. This is very trendy right now, a paperclip chain. This is a very traditional box link. I recommend boxes a lot to women with small children because your kids can yank on it. It's really hard to break. It's a really strong chain. And then this is a Figaro. So it's type of a fancy link with 3 short curves and 1 long curve. Okay, so then I also wore this. This is an Italian one. It's a link that I can't even describe to you, but do you see how it undulates from narrow to big, right? And all of these are separate links. So it's not even almost a link, it's almost multiple beads all lined up. This is super pretty, very, I'd say, you know, very 2022, very cool. Then I also wore this one. This is a really cool oversized kind of box, but it's a box made out of twisted curbs. This is actually marked West Germany, which if you were born anytime after 1989, maybe you didn't even know there was a West and an East Germany, but there was, which makes this chain vintage, and it's super cool. It doesn't have a clasp. It's literally just meant to be thrown on. I wish I could give it to Eminem. You think he'll take my calls? I don't know. So there's that. And then I also pulled out this one. This one gets a lot of action. It's also vintage. It hasn't sold yet, but it has this double kind of twisted curve you see with the fancy kind of pattern on it, like a rope, a la David Yurman, but this is probably pre-David Yurman. And then one smooth, almost paperclip type link. So this one's also long, has a clasp, is vintage. You can double it up or wear it by itself, but it's also very cool. Anyway, have more gold in your life. These are mine.